Day 24. The picture of today, day 24, should remind us of the image of the hero of day 9 of our practice. Then it was about the free wind Jiaochu, who lives in the sky of the I Ching matrix in the form of the golden fish, fulfilling all desires. In Vedic tales there is an image of the Lord Fish, Matsya Avatar. In the Bible we can find the words, "Praise the Lord, great fish of the universe." And, if we look at the calendar of the zodiac constellations, we will see Pisces there too. The 24th law of physical shift, in addition to everything said above, can also be considered the same biblical stumbling block that the builders rejected, and which became the head of the corner. The heart-rending story about the rebellion of Lucifer, by the way, begins right here. Because the law of shift requires us to shift our points of view on the world around us. And here, my dear children, it is very important to decide where we will shift our points of view. You may have heard about the Lucifer rebellion as a worldview experience of drawing the flower of life. They say that Lucifer suggested to his comrades, by the power of authority of his own position as the prince of the world, to create their own center of worldview on the universe as opposed to the center of worldview of God. He suggested creating a second something like this picture. That is, strictly speaking, at the first steps, in the general field of the drawing nothing changed, except for the choice of color and two circles, selected from the central one. But in the narration of the narrator of this story, everything went in a clear reading of the thought of the division of the world. Let us note here for ourselves the idea that all gods and demons are literary heroes created by the sages in power to justify their actions and to strengthen their authority. In the tale of Lucifer, God is a merciful father. But someone's father and someone's slave owner. And Lucifer, in fact, got the role of one of the slaves of this father. Lucifer was not a simple slave, because his duties included governing the world of one of the sons of God. By the time of the described plot, God had already created and populated millions and billions of worlds. And everything was fine around. Therefore, such a feint with the ears of his imprudent slave seemed too impudent to him. And, of course, God was shaken by this turn of events. He took this Lucifer and his whole filthy company by the scruff of the neck, and threw them into the underworld. For re-education. And the world defiled by Lucifer was closed for quarantine. And all its people were disconnected from communication with the world community until the second coming of Jesus Christ, that Son of God, whose world Lucifer was entrusted to govern. If this plot were Vedic, then the god Vishnu should have simply hit this presumptuous demon on the foolish head with his club, and another fruit created by Brahma's imagination should have instantly disappeared from the world of their transcendental games. But the storyteller who invented Lucifer obviously did not recognize the authority of Vishnu. And, being in the law of physical shift, he himself, for himself, painfully gave birth to the path of choosing the direction of movement of his points of view. He created the image of Lucifer, the insidious enemy of the merciful God the Father, so that his devoted students and followers would lose the drama of this point of view with their lives. This creator was a broad-minded man. Yes, oh, these fairy tales. Oh, these storytellers. But you and I in this practice of ours did not sign up for the role of prudent slaves. And we will not engage in creating images of enemies of our authority. Because we draw our own world not for our students and followers, but for ourselves personally. And our own personal space is the only one in our world. And we ourselves in our own world are the king, and the god, and the hero himself, and the sage himself, and the piper. And today we are moving our points of view in the direction of creating our own image of the golden fish. After all, we want to be able to fulfill all our desires, right? Of course. And this is our cherished light blue dream. And therefore we make the color of today's law light blue. It remains to draw 3 light blue feathers, 11 circles each, on the 3 extreme corners of the lawn where our right firebird lives. Excellent! The day has taken place.